Well, the pile driving continues, but obviously I had no idea what was going on here because that thing's been filled with rock and it's getting reinforcement mesh on top, or a reinforcement structure on top, prior to putting a concrete slab on top. For what purpose, I don't know. And this one here, don't know. Looks like that could be for a post. There's only one. There's some more rod there, like they might make more stuff, but I don't know. I really don't know. But that's hardly new. And we have the possibility of more rain by the look at it. Had about 10 or 11 millimetres last night, this afternoon. I got my black poly tube over there, well, 50 of the 100 metre I asked for. So some of that's been used already on garden beds. So I've got those set up with drippers, sprinklers, and timer taps. Oh, slight pause in the pile driving. Yeah. So, I'm interested to see what happens next here, of course.
There's a few puddles on the move. This little rainstorm's been not going for long, but so far we've had about 30 millimetres of rain, and the rainfall rate has, or precipitation rate, has peaked at about 89 millimetres per hour, which is a pretty high rate. The cats are coupled up trying to keep dry. Might have to do something about that gap up there on the roof, because rain comes in there. As you can see, guttering's not a standard patch with the houses around here, so it just pours off the edge. Our house is a little bit different. They've got a gutter along there, so it pours down the corner. And there. And Sanders got a decorative wall there. I think apparently it gets pretty hot in that room behind that wall, so I put up a bit of greenery to cool that down. Hope that works. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you how well it rains here at times. I was just thinking the other day when we walked down to the toll road that we're overdue for rain because I started taking some video. There's big cracks in the soil and the rice paddies. So the cracks in the web across the cracks in the web across the rice paddy without, well, probably less than 30 centimetre spacing, but the cracks are 20 to 30 millimetres wide, so that had really sort of dried up. Oh, now you've seen it. Wow, we have a tank. I guess we know what this is for now. Not sure what this is about yet. Still mostly mystery to me. Okay, looks like they're
making progress on this. Still not quite sure of the full intent for this, but I imagine the fall on this is back towards the drain over to the right, and the hole through the wall on this side and on the left side would be for where they expect the pipes to go through. That one there might be a position for a pump, as in pump for from that tank to wherever they want to go. Speaking to Azra yesterday, I asked him how deep that goes down. He says about 40 metres. Still driving piles down at the toll road. Azra and I got this GenTech working the other day. It would not start, but eventually he cracked the return line on the injectors, and we proved that we had fuel there when we were pressing the primer pump, but it still wouldn't start. And I was looking for a water drain from a water separator, so a plastic knob on the bottom of the fuel filter. I loosened that off and I heard the hissing of air, and I thought, oh, air bleeding into that. Oh, perhaps I should close it again. Then I realised afterwards that would have been pressurised air escaping from it. Then the GenTech would start quite reliably. So one more troubleshooting step for next time is to loosen off the fuel filter and see if we've got an airlock in there. This is the irrigation pipe that's been laid out. So we've got our drippers there and timer taps, and I'm putting a T-connector up here and a couple of taps, inline taps, so we can redirect this and direct the line across to the end there. I'll put an elbow there and come back that way. We sort of ran out of the black tube while we were doing that, but more tube has turned up, so we can continue with that now when they finish the other tasks they're working on. Extra rock has been laid around the edges here to provide stability and drainage, I guess, and some of the extra bricks and cement have been used to put decorative surrounds around a couple of the trees. Don't know why that one missed out, but given there's, and that one, but given there's extra bricks and the guys are on a roll with cement, Javida says, oh well, let's do the planter over at the front of the building over here. So the plan with this is to be out from the wall about half a metre, leave a little bit of a gap at the right hand end there so that water washing down along there will have a place to come out. Make the inside of about a metre wide, drain at this end because that will be the low point, and I'm hoping that we will be level along the top with that wall behind it, and since that gets full sun a lot of the day, I figure that might be an okay place for a lemon tree and a planter or something like that, or maybe just shading type things for that area. You can see there a roll of extra 50 metres of the black poly tube sitting on the table. Yeah, so let's see how this goes with my poor old level from Melbourne. That's had a hard life since it got here, and it's stinking hot, so I'm about to go back to the air conditioning again. Still got no idea what this one's for. Well, I came over and uncoiled about 10 metres of the roll of poly tube, and I've put that on the end of the line over there to come back towards me now, so make out the end of it there. So I'll leave it as an exercise for Dadang to put the drippers in where he wants them. And these guys are still making good headway. And yes, they are going to make it level on top, because they've got their string lines up which have been levelled. Well, it's going to be a short update this week, apparently. This has been the major achievement, and you might be able to hear it, but I can still hear there's pile driving going on. But because it's windy, the sound tends to get carried away. I'll spare the other things that have gone on this week. There's a nightmare of paperwork staying here. I assembled a packet of 13 different documents and items to send off to lawyers in Jakarta. They'll come to Pandeglang to go to the police office and local government office to get my new STM, which is police check, and SKTT, which I think is something to do with demographic information. But there'll be a visit next week or the following week. On top of that, I was struggling with control units in my range hoods. Two of them, after being powered off and powered on again at the wall, or at the main switch box, didn't want to power on again when you press the power button. Great, more corrosion. But I stabbed at buttons and stabbed at buttons and stabbed at buttons, because that had worked on the one in the back kitchen at one stage when it had the same symptoms. And lo and behold, this morning I went and stabbed at one again and hit it, all the buttons randomly, and well, look, it woke up and it's now behaving normally. Okay, so then I went and tackled the other one and stabbed and stabbed and stabbed at buttons. Eventually it sort of woke up, but now the buttons all have the one function: no matter which button I press, it turns the fans on to half speed or medium speed. 6 buttons: power, light, clock, fast fan, medium fan, slow fan. All of them toggle the fan on and off between off and medium. Lord knows what's going to happen next time it gets powered off at the wall. But that's the short version, the very short version of that saga. But at least this is good. So we'll see how it goes in the next update.